Alright, let's take a wild ride through the history of Oceania, a region that's way more than just beaches and palm trees. Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Samoa, and countless other Pacific islands. So, how did it all begin? Let's rewind about 60,000 years. That's when the first people arrived in Australia. They likely crossed ancient land bridges, or hopped along islands from Southeast Asia. These were the ancestors of today's Aboriginal Australians. They built deep spiritual connections to the land, and survived for tens of thousands of years in harsh environments. Meanwhile, to the north, Papua New Guinea's first settlers were developing their own unique cultures. Languages and farming techniques grew across the highlands. Fast forward to about 3,000 years ago, the Lapita people. Master navigators, sailing thousands of kilometers in canoes, they spread out from Taiwan and from Southeast Asia. They brought pottery, they brought new crops, and their way of life to islands like Fiji, Tonga, and Samoa. These early explorers kicked off the Polynesian expansion. Think Moana, but real life. By the time Europeans showed up, Oceania was a patchwork of kingdoms, chiefdoms, and clans. The first Europeans, the Spanish, the Portuguese, followed by the Dutch. But Captain James Cook in the late 1700s really put Oceania on the European map, mapping New Zealand and the east coast of Australia. Colonization hit hard. Britain sent convicts to Australia. France grabbed Tahiti. Germany took control in parts of Samoa. The United States also carved up Samoa. Missionaries tried to change everything, from religion to language. Diseases spread. New weapons arrived, and foreign rule reshaped indigenous societies forever. But Oceania wasn't just a passive backdrop. Islanders pushed back. They adapted, and they fought to keep their cultures alive. The 20th century brought World War II right to their shores, with battles raging across the Pacific. After the war, many islands pushed for independence. Australia and New Zealand became major players in the region. More Pacific nations gained their freedom, like Fiji, Samoa, and Papua New Guinea. Today, Oceania is a vibrant mix of tradition and modern life. From the haka in New Zealand, to the ancient rock art of Australia, to the bustling markets of Papua New Guinea. So next time you think of Oceania, remember, it's not just a dot on the map. It's a living epic, still unfolding across the waves.